The Brian Mudd Show is on News Radio 610 WIOD.
Speaking of ports and logistics, somebody who actually does have experience in this area is Tomme Sheehan, and he is with YOUnion. Not that union, but YOU. YOU, that union. Join the YOUnion.com is the website. Tomme, good to have you.
Nice to be here.
All right, Tomme. So one of the things we're taking a look at right now is, not only the supply chain, but the disproportionate impact it's happening on businesses of various sizes. And in particular, it seems like coming and going, small businesses always end up on the short end of the stick. Tell us how the current supply chain issues are disproportionately impacting smaller companies.
Well, right now there's a couple things that are happening. For sure, on the material side, they're raising the price of just about any kind of asset in their inventory, and any specialty good is also then raising the price. And unfortunately for small business, they have nowhere to go but actually increase their price to the customer. So they're not like Amazon, who can actually commoditize that, and then they can actually use economies of scale. So if there's any change in the supply chain, whether it's a delay or it's making it difficult to get, the small business owner can't compete. And it's literally pushing more and more of the business back to the e-commerce platforms or to the bigger retailers.
Yeah, so it becomes a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy in effect, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, if you really pay attention to how we buy products today, the marketplaces are basically competitive, or they're aggregators. So business owners pay the aggregator, and the consumer pays the aggregator. So they get paid on both sides. That's why we call it verticalized monopolies. So everybody that has a monopoly in any of these marketplaces, that's the business model that we follow. That's what we've been funding for. That's sort of what everybody's looking for. It's a vertical monopoly. So small businesses don't have any place in that. They've literally been forgotten. And that was obvious with COVID, because what happened was there was nobody that was servicing them. So now you have a supply chain problem, they're unable to get the parts because they have to pay so much money to be able to actually get the marketplace to do the payments, to do the banking, all of the fintech parts of that, plus being able to promote their products. Then they're the only ones who have to pay the access, so they have nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Tomme, how do smaller companies compete in this kind of landscape? I mean, is there anything they can do at this point?
Well, I think that the three things that happened, before COVID, the advantages of local were basically you had inventory, it was there, you knew the person that you were paying, and you trusted that person, right? So without being able to go back to that, right? I mean, so for our platform, this is an example, we figured it was time for people to stop paying people that they didn't know, and that they should start paying people that they did. And that way, the people that you knew all benefited from it. So if local business unites together, we think that's the way in which they combat what's happening from the higher, bigger retail side. If that makes sense.
It does. Tomme, appreciate you checking in and helping explain some of this, and also confirm a lot of what people are seeing in real time. It's Tomme Sheehan, and the website, join the YOU, that's YOU, YOUnion.com.